in the favor of Elevator, but Alpha 7 once again drafting a very combat engaged heavy draft. They have a bounce house coming in from Dharma, Dilian Po, and also the Musashi here. This is your draft, ladies and gentlemen.
Who do you give an edge to though, Sagi?
I feel like in terms of execution, it gotta be A7.
I agree. I think it's going to be a little bit easier. I mean, Quay with those hooks, if he's able to go, this is going to be a tough one, though. It's going to be an exciting one in the end.
To show you the execution, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the final game of this best of 5. Winner advances to the following stage, and the loser gets the hell out of this tournament. Let's go, Game 5. Let's go, casters.
Let's go indeed. I mean, this is that moment, right? You knew that when an elimination was going to be at stake, we were going to see a Game 5 because both of these teams are very equal in the end. It's going to be sad to see one of them go home.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of quality they have shown us today has been great, right? And to wrap this up with such a drop, you really get to see who is the better team, but not only that, who is the better player.
Yeah, better player, better team, everything. I mean, right now it's been in Alpha 7's favor as they've won 2 games in a row, looking for that reverse sweep. And somehow taking it to Elevate, who had almost all of the momentum, had all of the fans, everybody cheering them. They had all of the energy in the world. And for some reason, for the past 2 games, they have not been able to close this series out.
Hero pools, I think the confidence is definitely taking a hit on the side of Elevate. But like I said, this is where champions are made. You will be handed difficult times, but this is where the strong men are made. This is where the strong teams are made. Can you steel yourself and take the win?
Yeah, can you? I mean, there's going to be a lot of questions here. I mean, either way, whatever happens, right? I think Elevate, there's going to be some questions. If they cannot pull this one out, like what happened? Why did they crumble? On the other side is like Alpha 7. Why did it take you so long to wake up, but only to falter in Game 5? So again, both of these 2 teams, they have so much at stake at this one.
Yeah, man, you can tell both teams played extremely safe at this point. 5.4 thousand for the side of Elevate, 5.3 for Alpha 7. Nothing sets these 2 teams apart.
Yeah, and impressive there. Looking for that right moment. Hasn't used the join me hook attempt at this point, but he's just waiting in the wings. Again, you just want to be very patient more than anything else with him.
Yeah, but I think this is one of the strong suits, right? And Impressive is a very patient person. I mean, the way they play Zhang Fei, the unbridled outbursts, knockouts, knockbacks as well. You know he's able to find those clinical moments. He also knows where to position himself for the perfect aim.
He's been in this brush for so long, but he does not want Bilal. Bilal's like, come on. And now he spots him out. But I mean, those guys are being just like kind of baiting each other more than anything else. But Impressive, again, just looking for Sacer. If he's able to get that hook, that might be that kill.
It's all about the body blocking, right? So Bilal has a very big job here. He needs to make sure he stays in front of Sacer. More importantly, stay in front of Impressive.
Yeah, if he's able to keep him alive, it's like Operation Human Shield. Just be in front of him. Sacer is the guy who's going to carry you. But let's talk about Concert U ladies soon. If you're giving a one-on-one in a vacuum, which one are you going to give an edge to?
I think it's going to be the Concert U, right? Because the protecting wings actually gives you a lot of value here.
Yeah, okay. All right, I do think so. I think it has a little bit of play here, Azar, but now they find the truth, and that's going to set things up with that point, with the final frenzy, keeping him alive. He flashes away the annihilation, a little off the mark.
Punish.
And hide, and now they're turning it around. They find Danny, and they do end up getting first blood. Haru with a nice little rotation in the bottom lane. He has the emergence, and Sacer gets the pick up on Azar, and now with that bounce around, they find Ivalice, who gets the kill on a Sacer, and they get a double Ivalice. And they're turning this around, and they take Fury as well and Elevate with a 3-for-1.
But the adrenaline is coming through. Alpha 7, they overcommitted. Danny was stuck at the wall. He couldn't dash out.
Sometimes you're a little too big-boned, right? You can't get over the wall, but now finding it, the truth used yet again. High taking so much, but he's gonna limp away.
No, but that's good value. That's time bought. Okay, he does have the TP back, but you don't get a kill. And Alpha 7 don't get a response. They don't get that prize they're looking for.
Yeah, don't get their response as well. I mean, they're down about 600 gold. The biggest thing is they cannot panic. This Tyrant, a little bit more of a lead in terms of Elevate, but right now, things are looking good for the Elevate squad.
Yeah, okay, that's one main reason why they go for this Clash lane, because you need a level of advantage. Clash laners are very vulnerable because it's a 1v1 matchup end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, level 6 to 7, I mean, High just levels up right now, but the bottom T1, and this is the power of the Agudo, you're able to siege at a very early stage of the game.
Yeah, Yeah, this is maximum value. Take a look at this, 4.5 minutes in. This T1 essentially is gone from the side of Alpha 7 at the bottom side of the map. So Elevate, great job on that. What more can they extract?
Yeah, and actually the net worth lead, I mean, it's like literally close. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. And 4-1, I mean, the kills tell a different story, but Alpha 7 not panicking, realizing that actually, let's just go for the late game, we'll be fine.
All right, okay, I think it's good advice that they're not panicking. I would say maybe try to panic a little bit. You need more gold onto Fury there.
Okay, okay. All right, well, you talk to Fury. I don't want to talk to him. You tell him, all right? You tell him to his face that he needs to farm more. I mean, he's doing what he can. I think that if we're looking at this lineup, Danny and YSacer are the guys. If they can funnel more farm into them, they're going to have a better time. Fury will pick it up. He needs to be that third guy, though.
I mean, right now it's just a race of gold, right? Number one, YSacer and Azar, who gets more gold, who hits that item spike earlier. For Fury, it really is, can you get that item that's necessary to get the burst damage in? Right now, they do manage to put Danny behind, but then this puts Azar at risk.
Yeah, he's gonna be at risk, but I mean, as long as he's just staying away, using those rolling raids to get to safety, not getting out of position, he should be fine.
Yeah, and I think it's also a challenge for Alpha 7. I don't think you get the kill on the hide with ease at all. The double life is so irritating.
Yeah, it is. And Danny is now here. He tries to go for the truth. That's going to set things up. And now the final frenzy used, the dual death, to slow him down even more. And they will chase him down. And with that annihilation, just in case, they do end up getting the kill regardless.
Okay, but they give a T1 at the bottom, and there's no trade to be had, right? Elevate actually make a response in the form of Ivalice. Great response from Elevate. This is what they need.
Yeah, what they need. They burn down the bottom T1. Now they're making they're tearing their attention to the mid T1. They throw out Furball, and they're not able to get it. It's very close in the end. One last shot, Haru gets it.
Yeah, and also they get the Ozio golden maybe. The Lao one, he needs to push them away.
Needs to push them away, definitely. You need to defend your buffs at this point. Danny will pick this one up. He will use the smite too, but Haru, on the other hand, doing a good job of farming. He's 100 gold over Danny.
Yeah, look, I cannot re-emphasize how important this Azure buff is for Danny. He needs the CDR, he needs the mana regeneration, he needs the mana regeneration as well. Danny, yeah, CDR is more important.
Yeah, now impressive, the burst ram, bouncing them around. Impressive's in the bad spot, looks like he's gonna be going down. And it looks like Alpha 7, with that pickoff, they have the man advantage, looking at to go top and mid at the same time.
But it's a big commitment, right? You had to use the Annihilation, you also had to use the Tremor Smash from Vilao 1. So right now, Elevate actually can make it hurt a little bit more. T2 under pressure.
No, but if you're able to take the top T1, defend the bottom T2, excuse me, I think that it's all in all, it's worth it, right? So Vilao here, just spacing it out. Haru will look to just take over the enemy jungle.
I think the biggest thing is the fact that YSacer is farming, right? Solo farming, same job as Azar. Right now, this is a race to the finish, race to the end. Who buys the tickets to go home first?
Yeah, well, nobody wants to buy that ticket, but Danny going in for the duel death, finding him, and now he's on the run. Hide, he might be chased around. The final frenzy, that's going to be the first nut life. Danny will eventually let him go, but here come the reinforcements. The annihilation is going to be sidestep. Nyap looking for that truth. Hyde looking to pump fake him around. He goes around for this one, and now he gets the truth set up, and Hyde is going to go down with a Tremor Smash.
Okay, why do they keep going for Hyde? Because when Hyde is not part of the equation, it's a 4v5, and Alpha 7 will win that fight every single time because Fury will be safe, YSacer will be safe.
Yeah, it looks like every time Hyde dies, Elevate pick up another tower, right? They've done such a good job of using that space. Now they're on the run. A7 need to make them pay.
Yeah, the wraparound by Danny. He needs to look for the target. Azar or Haru, which one does he want?
He goes for Impressive of all people, but Danny, now he dives in. He finds Haru, and Impressive has already been killed. It looks like Haru's going to get back to safety, but they find Ivalice. They get Azar as well, and that's going to be a great turn of events for Alpha 7. 3 members down from Elevate.
Yep, and all of the damage in the world now. YSacer with the Crimson buff. Vilao 1 as well with the Crimson buff. And this is all golden and gravy for the side of Alpha 7.
They're up about 2K at this point, but they need to turn this into towers. They're going to chip away at the mid T1. and this is going to open things up, trying to equalize the damage that Elevate had done to their own side.
Okay, they commit the ultimate. They will save the T1, and perhaps there is a life to be taken. No, it will not be. Alpha 7, they are unable to find the T1 in the mid, so Elevate, they buy themselves a little bit more time here.
A little bit more time indeed, but I mean, if you're looking at Impressive, I just feel like the hooks haven't really been on point. Obviously, the one time he gets the perfect into the void, I think that it might be game winning, but at this moment, for 9 minutes in, we haven't seen too much value here.
Yeah, I mean, as a quick player, chill. I will get the hooks.
No, don't tell me what to do, but the Annihilation, that's going to do some damage, and Haru is down for about 30 seconds. No other follow-up here.
The biggest thing is not that Haru fell, it's the fact that he will have no buffs, and this T1 is guaranteed. Alpha 7 now open up the gorge a little bit more. The Fog of War is having the same kind of difficulty for both teams.
Yeah, Shadow Tyrant going to be started here. Alpha 7 doing a great job, understanding that, hey, this Haru pick-off turned into a T1 and the Shadow Tyrant, great value.
All right, 4,000 a hit, no, 3,000 a hit for the side of Alpha 7. That's the hook we're looking for, right? But hey, Alpha 7, how many creeps have you played against? Too many. They know that hook is coming.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the hook is a little bit obvious at times. I mean, it's going to happen later on when that team fight is happening, but that initiation, if he hits the perfect hook and he misses yet another Impressive is not impressive on that one. The Azure Golem is going to look to be going down, and now with Villau on the backside, they make Impressive pay for missing all of them.
Yep, not ideal for the side of Elevate. Alpha 7, they're feeling strong. The dive is available from the side of Danny as well. The T2 is a true prize though, because this is a game of bases, of resources.
I love the way Alpha 7 are moving. They take the top T2 and Neop is like, all right, you already got this one, but now they find even more. Neop looking to go in. Azara gets sniped out with that Annihilation. Hits him with a through.
Yeah, and that could be the end. The force, the flash from Hyde as well. It's one man against the world of Alpha 7. The T3 is open for the taking. Hang on, this could be ending.
Yeah, they're going to look to end this one. Impressive is here as well as Hyde. Somehow they need a hole. They have the knockback into the void, but he's been killed instantly. And it looks like they've gotten Hyde and Alpha 7 complete the reverse sweep.
First one ever in KIC 2025. Top PR stays alive.
Vamos, Brazil!